Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So as you already know, I am fairly new to this. Well, on YouTube anyway. I'm not new to tarot, but I am new to YouTube. And I'm going to do a tarot reading for you today. Hopefully it resonates. If it doesn't, please check other YouTubers who are really great online. Yeah, so hopefully you resonate with this. And let's see what Spirit has for us today. This is a collective, just general reading. I am going to pull some oracles first, I think. And then I'm going to use this beautiful new Angel Messages tarot deck that I got. My hair is all weird. Okay, all right. Well, sorry about the hair. It's not the greatest today, but that's okay. I was just inspired to do a video and a message, and I think that that's important to do them when we are inspired. And I've got headphones in, hopefully that works. And yeah, so let's get started here. All right, so first let's pull oracle cards here for you. Hopefully the shuffling's not too loud. Alright. Spirit, what messages and guidance do you have for the collective, please? Messages and guidance for the collective. I just realized that I should have had some music in the background. But I didn't do that, so we're just gonna do it like this way, okay? Hopefully that's alright for everybody, but I will remember for next time. These first few videos are probably not gonna be the best, so I apologize in advance for the choppiness and, you know, the not maybe greatest hair. It's crazy windy in my city right now, so I don't know where you're from, but where I am from, we thought it was spring and then winter showed up, so yeah, not so great. All right, so what I am going to do is just shuffle, and let's see what comes out. Spirit, what messages of guidance do you have for the collective? Oh, that was just my fumbling. What messages and guidance do you have for the collective, please? One card. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just doing a collective reading for all signs, but I am a Capricorn, and I think I'm probably going to start with doing a lot of just Capricorn readings because that's kind of what I do, you know, for myself, and it's pretty accurate. But card you got was Grounded, and it's a lamb. For a moment there, I actually thought it was a goat, but it's a lamb. So, and the other thing is the butterflies, right? Butterfly project. Yeah, so many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. That is so beautiful. I don't know if you can see the necklace that's around and the bird or the birds right on the lamb there. And I think it's so interesting that this card came out because Easter is coming up. If you didn't notice my nice Easter my nice Easter egg nails there, I just got them done. Many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks living with joy, dignity, and courage. That is so true, and that is exactly where I am at right now. So that is such a beautiful card. And when I flip the deck over, like normally I just take the one card, but we got this one, and I thought it's so interesting too. But there's also butterflies in this card, and considering I am going to use the angel deck, I just thought it's so interesting with the angel there. And of course my intuition said to grab this card. So it says, divine love, When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Absolutely. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Divine love. So beautiful. Both of the cards are green, different shades of green. What I'm getting from that actually is heart chakra, right? Maybe some of you might need to do some healing around your heart chakra. Maybe you need to connect with your heart chakra. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like just love needed to come through. And not love for others. I think really just self-love. A very innocent, you know, type of love. Loving yourself the way that you would an animal, right? Sometimes we are the harshest with ourselves. Isn't that the truth? We're our biggest critics, right? So I feel like Spirit is trying to say, you know, to love yourself and be gentle with yourself, like the delicate butterflies here. And the lamb, just a baby lamb, I just get this gentleness. So be gentle with yourself, nurture yourself, love yourself, be kind to yourself. I truly believe that's the message coming through here. Something I've been practicing for the last, you know, couple years, especially. I've been on a spiritual journey for many, many years, but in the last 2, there's been some major spiritual awakenings, and that was my lesson. That's what I had to learn, was to truly love myself and be gentle with myself, right? At the bottom of the deck, I just had to look. It says, you are good enough. Green, you are good enough. Heart chakra, love yourself. Love yourself. Put yourself first, okay? All right. I don't know where I'm looking at the camera, but I'm supposed to be looking there. I just realized. Full moon in Virgo. Like, really, we just, I believe it was the 18th of March. We just had the full moon in Virgo. Come on. It's amazing. Cards never lie. They really don't. It just amazes me every time I do this, right? All right, Spirit. Let's pull. Let's pull one more card. What messages do you have for the collective here, Spirit? Wow, I'm not even done the oracles. I'm already at 8 minutes. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to get better at this and a little quicker. But I want to just give you guys a really good reading, especially because this is, you know, me at the start. All right, so messages of guidance. See, Spirit, messages of guidance. All right. Okay, well, Spirit wanted to give 2 more cards. All right. So one says new moon in Sagittarius. I'm not sure when that is, but I'm assuming it's like in the fall time. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. That is so beautiful. Luck is on your side. And wow, full moon in Scorpio around that same time. It's time to release negativity. It's time to release negativity. So the purple, that's, I believe, the crown chakra. So I'm getting this releasing from your crown. Wow, luck is on your side. It's time to release negativity, and you are good enough. Absolutely beautiful. So, I pulled out some other oracle cards, but I'm actually being guided to just start with the tarot. So here we go. All right, Spirit, what messages of guidance do you have? For the collective, please, Spirit. General messages of guidance for the collective, please, Spirit. General messages of divine guidance for the collective. And I apologize for rubbing my nose a lot, but I find that as soon as I start doing readings or if I do meditations and I connect with Spirit, that's like my sign. My nose starts to get really, really itchy. And the funny thing is I've noticed other readers on YouTube. I love watching, you know, different ones as well. There's so many great ones out there. And yeah, they have the same issue, a lot of them. So now I also realize that I'm gonna have to adjust my camera so that I can make sure I'm looking at the camera and not off to the side. I don't know. I think it's so important to look people directly in the eye. It just makes a huge, you know, difference. I think it's because I'm looking at myself to see what I, you know, how I'm looking on camera, but I'm gonna look at you guys. All right, Spirit. Messages of guidance, please. Messages of guidance for the collective. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. All right. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. I'm just going to start with a 5-card spread. Normally I do just a simple Celtic cross, but I'm going to do a 5-card spread today. We're going to do a story. Messages and guidance for the collective, please. Alright, cards are ready. I always cut the deck and I like to see what's on the bottom of the deck. It's just my thing. I don't know if it's right or not, but it's what I do. 2 of Earth. Balance, prioritization, and playfulness. Also a green card. Shouldn't be surprised. So let's try it this way. 2 of Earth. So that would be coins. 2 of coins. Or 2 of Pentacles. And how beautiful is that? So yeah, there's this childlike you know, feeling from this card that I'm getting. Also balance. This card is quite balanced, right? Balance, prioritization, and playfulness at the bottom of the deck. So that is like the underlying energy that I feel. Lots of sun in this card. Oh my goodness. Butterflies. For real. Never amazes or never ceases to amaze me. Butterflies. Look at that. Water here tells me there's lots of emotion. So maybe balancing your emotions. The infinity symbol here. So, you know, normally the 2 of Pentacles is about balance, but it's about juggling, right? And so, you know, the little girl teetering on the fence here says that you really, you know, to stay stable, you really need to, you know, maintain your balance. Yeah, and be playful. Wow. Be playful. You know, and the boat is in this sea, in the middle of the sea. Not sure what that boat is for, but she's definitely prioritizing just having some fun. So I get the sense that going with the flow while you balance, balancing, you know, responsibilities with having fun, right? So, you know, what's the saying? All work and no play, right? So I feel like some of you might be going through that right now. Excuse me. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. All right, Spirit. We're going to do 5 cards. Spirit, what messages of guidance do you have for the collective, please? Messages of guidance for the collective. Okay. Okay. messages of guidance, please, for the collective. Messages of guidance, please, for the collective. That is interesting. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. Messages of guidance for the collective, please. Oops. I got some cards that fell. Okay. So two of them fell, so I'm actually going to take that as one. All right. Bottom of the deck. Wow. Two of air. Okay. Indecision, avoidance, confusion. All right, so the first card you got is the 10 of air, so the 10 of swords. This is endings. This is freedom. This is, yeah, you know, having to recover. Sorry, my cat just jumped on the table and I felt the whole house shake. Recovery. So obviously, you know, 10 of swords is betrayal, is pain, being stabbed in the back. But in this deck, it's not just that. It's more about the ending of something. So such a beautiful card there. So again, well, I mean, there's going to be a lot of angels in this deck, of course. But what I get from this card really is that you have ended something. You've really worked hard in order to kind of, I guess, gain balance, or trying to gain balance from being thrown off, whatever this was, this pain, betrayal, you know. It doesn't have to be necessarily, you know, about relationships or heartache or anything like that. I mean, it could be anything. It could be the end of a relationship, but it could also be the end of anything that you had in your life. You know, maybe the loss of a job, or you know, the end of a career. You could have had, you know, financial, you know, troubles. So it could have been an ending from anything, but it says here recovery. So obviously this is something that was extremely difficult for you, and freedom. That is interesting. So freedom, you've ended this horrible, you know, time in your life, this experience that you just went through, and you're trying to recover from it. And part of that is trying to gain your balance again. And you've worked so hard that now it's time for you to, you know, focus on not just working hard. Like, absolutely you have to work hard, and obviously you have to work hard to pick up the pieces here, with this, you know, 10 of swords coming out as your first card. But you do have to pick up the pieces and work hard to do that, but you also need to prioritize things so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed. I'm getting that now coming through, that you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you know, that you might sink. You know, the girl's walking on that fence right near the water, and she's nowhere near that boat, right? So, you know, it's kind of risky, possibly could sink. So feeling overwhelmed, I feel like you need to prioritize what it is that, you know, needs to get done. And don't forget to have fun. That's what life is all about. And I think this whole situation, this whole pandemic that we've all been through, and especially what's going on in our world right now, I think we need to, you know, readjust our priorities, especially after you've gone through something so difficult. It's time to reprioritize things in your life. What's important? And yes, we need to work, we need to pay our bills, you know, we need money to survive, of course, but we also need to enjoy life, because that's what we're here for. I mean, life is beautiful. It's not supposed to be all work and no play. We're supposed to enjoy our life as well, right? So you've just gone through something really, really hard, really painful, really difficult. All right, so it could be anything, but I'm going to say that most likely it is the end of a relationship, or at least the end of, an emotional experience, or the end of a choice that you had made. Okay? Because the Lovers is here. And the Lovers isn't just about, romantic relationships. The Lovers is the card of choice. Actually, in the original deck, I think that's actually what it was called, was the choice, not the Lovers. So the Lovers card is about choices. So there could have been a choice that you made that brought things to an end. There could have been a choice that you made in a direction in your life that came to an end. Maybe it was a painful choice. It was very emotional, though. What you went through was very emotional. I'm also seeing in this card, I don't know why this is coming up, but, and it doesn't matter male or female, swap the roles, whatever fits your story, right? But the male is looking down almost like with like shame and guilt, like he's done something, and the female is looking at him like, yeah, that's right. That's right, you did that. That's right, I'm ending this. I don't know if you can see that. Isn't that interesting? Almost telling him, like the choices that you made were horrible. They hurt me. So I think this has something to do with the relationship. Now, that was kind of the past. Now what's happening, right now is, like I said, it's that two of Pentacles. It's balance that's needed. So this is the Temperance card in this deck. Balance is needed, right? So compromise, self-control, and moderation. So exactly like this Two of Pentacles, this card is showing, and it's interesting that what she's pouring is a rainbow. From one cup to the other, it's a rainbow, right? How interesting is that? Rainbows are beautiful. Rainbows are, after a rainstorm, the beauty. So the beauty after a storm that you've been through, balancing your life, seeing the beauty that comes after the horrible thing that's happened in your life, right? I think that's, this, these cards have, just guiding words, but compromise for me in this card is about that, right? Is about that balance, same like the Two of Coins, also like the dark and light, right? So you just went through a really dark time. Now there's, light starting to come through here. Maybe it hasn't fully cleared up, but the rainbow is there. The rainbow is there to show us hope, right? And beauty, to see the beauty that comes after this dark time. Self-control. So I think that, again, balance here. The self-control is about not going too much into something. It could be that you're trying to soothe yourself with things, maybe like overeating, or it could be alcohol or drugs, or something like that. But or maybe it's too much of something like work, or too much of play. That could be a possibility too. So it's about, and it says here moderation. So everything in moderation, right? Like, we love, well, I love to have, treats. I love to have, sweets, chocolate especially, right? But everything in moderation. Like, I can't eat chocolate all day, every day. First of all, I'd be sick. Then I, get sick of it, right? So too much of a good thing is not good, right? So everything in moderation, and having that self-control to be able to know your limits and know how to balance things, right? Balance is what's needed. That's the Temperance card. I'm also getting patience, just, serenity. Like, here's the other part of the balance is the water and the earth. So water is emotions, and earth, which is the pentacles, is, material things, right? So the material world. So balancing your emotional and material world. Um, Balancing your material or 3D world, we call it, right? What we can see and smell and touch with all our, senses, and balancing that with what we can't see, right, in the spiritual realm. Um, it's balancing, it's that work and play. It's, money and, hard work, and also balancing, your mental, emotional health, not just your physical health. Okay. Providing for your physical needs, but also making sure that you're taking care of your emotional needs, right? That's the balance. That's self-control. That's the moderation. Okay. Also, we've got the Four of Earth here. And the interesting thing is I've seen this card so many times. And this time I was automatically guided to the 44. I never saw the 44 on this card before. It's so weird, but I haven't. So the 44 on this card, if you look it up, angel numbers, I'm sure it means something, okay? So 44 is, or the Four of Pentacles, can be, trying to protect something, you're blocking something. She's sitting on top of the chest probably with all her money. She's being, very frugal with her money. Extravagance. Yeah, she's got a lot of money and she's got it like all locked up, and she's locking things away back there in the door. But interesting, the 44, that is definitely spirit messages coming through, because you see, divine light around the 44 there. So I know that I see 44 a lot. It is an angel message if you want to look that up. I don't have my other device here to look that up for you right now, but it is, I believe it's an angel message. And I don't want to say, because I might be wrong. So so frugalness, extravagance, control. She's trying to hold on to all her pentacles, right? But at the same time, she is living, pretty well. Like she's in this, pretty awesome place. So I think you're really working hard, and you're holding on to your money, you're holding on to your possessions, you're holding on to the material things. You've locked some things away. Normally in this card, there's a pentacle in front of their heart. This one's not like that. So she looks like she's enjoying life, but she's really holding on to her money. And she's got something locked away behind those doors with a really huge, lock and chains there. So she's living well. She looks really good. But at the same time, she's being very careful with how she spends her money. And I think after the situation you had been through, probably that is something that you have to think about is, your finances, whether it was a relationship that ended, or whether it has something to do with, a job or a financial situation. You also need to remember that even at ending of a relationship, there's going to be issues, with finances, whether you shared things together, or it could be, just the fact that now it's two incomes, split into one, right? But she's doing okay. She's doing okay. So I don't think you're struggling financially. I just think you're being very cautious with your money. And I think you're kind of like not hoarding it, but just, you know, the extra you have is putting it aside. And I noticed that she's, you know, doing her nails. And I think that's that part of the frugalness. Like, I obviously go out and get my nails done because I have horrible looking nails. So I've been doing this for years, but it's also something I do for myself with self love. But for her, it's like she's got all these luxurious things, but now she's trying to um, just be frugal with her money. And so, yeah, there she is sitting doing her own nails at home instead of going out and getting that done, right? So she's keeping her money that way. That's that. The other two cards that came out, that flew out of the deck, was the Five of Fire, so Five of Wands. It is, you know, obviously wands are fire. And in this deck, the Death card is Ego. Okay, so I'm just going to show them to you together. Okay, so Ego is, or sorry, not the Death card. Why would I say the Death card? That is so weird that I would say the Death card. Sorry, it's the Devil card. So this could actually be just Capricorn, right? Because the Devil is the Capricorn card. Or because I don't think it's just the Capricorn card. I mean, it could be. If you are a Capricorn, you know, and if this is your situation, what I'm getting from this, you know, with the Five of Wands, is there's conflict here, there's competition. And now you as a Capricorn could be dealing with some conflicting things. She's standing within the Wands, so this could actually be just internal conflict. This could be like, you know, also if you're not a Capricorn, or if you are, this could be just, you know, your internal demons, right, that you're needing to deal with. It's that toxicity and negativity that we have within ourselves sometimes. Not that you're a bad person or anything, but you know, lots of times we, especially going through, you know, a difficult situation, sometimes we could be negative with ourselves. You know, actually, when I started with the oracle cards, you know, I talked about like just what was coming through was the self-love and really nurturing yourself and being gentle with yourself. And that's part of it, is that negative voice that you have in your head, you know, like the devil and the angel on the shoulders that you see like in cartoons and stuff. Or you know that the saying, you know, which there's, what is it, the good wolf or the evil wolf, and you know, it depends on which one you're feeding. I don't know how that whole thing goes, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know, which wolf are you feeding, right? So this just could be internal. And so it could be illusions, it could be materialism, you could be dependent on things. This could be that you're, you know, kind of conflicted and fighting with, maybe you were in a codependent relationship. Maybe it was a toxic relationship and you're having a hard time letting go. Maybe it's you're having this conflict within you because maybe the relationship wasn't, like the toxicity of the relationship, maybe it showed you that this wasn't a real relationship, like it was all an illusion. You could be dealing with someone who has this devil energy, so a toxic person, because the word illusion is on this deck, dependency and materialism. I'm really thinking and getting the sense that it could be somebody that is either a full-blown narcissist or has narcissistic traits, okay? Because narcissists are all about, you know, illusions and lies, deceit. They're basically con artists, right? So I'm getting that here. Someone maybe kept you feeling like you were stuck, that you were bound to them, that you can't be set free. You could be right now conflicted and going through this, like in this card, she really looks conflicted. Like that's the biggest thing I get from this card, not so much competition. She just really looks conflicted. And this person, you know, again, if it's a narcissist, could have been, you know, keeping you confused, gaslighting you, um, you know, making you question your own reality, making you, like, again, she's standing within the wands in this card. Excuse me. And because in this card, you see the bird with the door open, but the angel is holding the key. That's manipulative, right? Because although the angel's holding the key, this bird could fly out because the door's open. So the bird has freedom, but is being lied to and conned into thinking that it is, you know, bound, stuck, trapped, has to stay in that cage, you know, prisoner of this person. And it's not, right? It could just fly out. It could just release itself from this, right? So bondage, feeling tied, chained up, locked up. And so because she's, you know, in the middle there, kind of like, almost like fenced in, trapped in, but yet she could just walk right through, right? She's not trapped. So I get the sense of like she feels trapped. Maybe she's conflicted about that. You could be having, you know, emotions about this ending, about this, you know, person that, you know, you ended things with. You know, if this person is toxic or is, you know, a narcissist, I think that, you know, there could be a lot of conflict there maybe still with this person. It says annoyances, so I get the sense that you're still having to deal with this person, and competition. So somehow there's this competitive nature. There's drama and chaos. Normally with this card, I'm not seeing so much that here, but it, you know, it does say competition and annoyances. What is on her neck? Okay. So, dealing with the devil. Although she is in this, you know, stuck in this circle of wands, she can break through that at any moment. Behind her is incredible light. That is divine light. And what you see on her neck is a dove, which usually symbolizes, you know, the divine Holy Spirit. So she's got, you know, a necklace with a dove around her neck, and the dove, that necklace, is shining so bright, and it's above her heart space, right? So again, heart chakra, the green, heart chakra, the green, balance, right? Good and evil. I'm getting from this, to get through this conflict and competition and annoyances of having to deal with this person, she's focused on the wands. That's what's causing her grief. She's focused on the 3D world. That's what's causing her grief. If you know anything about law of attraction, law of assumption, right? What you focus on persists. So she's focusing on the conflict, the drama, the chaos. But behind her is spirit, right? Spirit has her back. And in her heart space, Holy Spirit is within her. So she can easily access that divine light, the same that's behind her. She can easily access it. What I'm getting from this is, I think that you need to go within, meditation maybe, connect with spirit, connect with the light, divine light. That's what's going to get you out of this conflict and competition. And I just got the goosebumps all over. So that's it. That's the key for you. Whoever this message is for, you need to connect with your inner spirit, with your higher self, with, you know, Holy Spirit, with the divine, with God, whatever, you know, universe, you know, the light. whatever that is for you. Okay, connect to the light, right? And you have the light within you, but you're focusing on the wands. You're focusing on the wands. Look at that. She's focusing on the wands, but she needs to focus inside her. She needs to focus on the light. She needs to focus on divine love. She needs to focus on divine love. This is why I love the tarot, because it's always right. If this is your reading, if this is your story, right? All right. Wow, this is a long, long reading. My apologies, but that was absolutely beautiful. That was absolutely beautiful. I did want to use this deck, which I absolutely love. It's the Tarot Grand Luxe. I love this deck. I know that we're kind of long on time, but I am gonna pull out just a quick, maybe 1 or 2 cards. Just what advice does Spirit have for you? Okay, what advice? What advice does Spirit have? Spirit, what advice do you have for whoever this reading resonated for? What advice do you have for them, Spirit? What advice do you have for them, Spirit? Spirit, what advice do you have for them, please, Spirit? Messages and guidance. Advice for whoever this message was for. Thank you, Spirit. All right. So, Lovers at the bottom. That's a choice. All right. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. So sometimes the bottom of the deck really speaks to me. So 6 of coins. That's all about balance, equal give and take, right? So this is about you know, you weren't in a relationship with equal give and take, and where you're headed now, you know, you need to make sure that that's what you're getting. Whatever you're investing and putting into something, you should also be getting back. So maybe it's a job, maybe it's not a relationship, it could be a job, right? But there has to be equal give and take. And look at how happy she is. Why? Because there's that balance, right? The 3 pentacles on the tree, the 3 that are in her basket, there's the balance. It's all about balance. That's your message, right? That's the big message. And I wasn't going to go deeper into the bottom of the deck, but sometimes it really just speaks to me. Now, that balance, you know, and also remember the card with the 4 of Pentacles, just how she was very, like, normally the 4 of Pentacles isn't like that, but she was very just poised, and it was, you know, it did say luxurious, right? So we've got the 9 of Pentacles here. And the 9 of Pentacles is self-assured. You know, you're self-sufficient. Sorry, not self-assured, but self-sufficient. And, you know, she's got pretty much everything except for that last, you know, pentacle. Usually that's the relationship. But right now she's content. She has everything. She's luxurious. She's living well. You know, she's pretty happy. But guess what? She worked really hard to get there. Owls, that's in there, owls also represent wisdom. So she's also, the 9 of Pentacles isn't just money. She has also gained a wealth of knowledge. Okay, right? So 9 of Pentacles is almost a 10 of Pentacles, which is the most abundant card. And so she's, yeah, a wealth of knowledge that she has. And she's living in luxury, obviously. Like, look at where she is and look at how she's dressed. So she's got everything, right? She's got money. She's got all the kind of abundance that she needs. And she's very content. She's very content, right? And then underneath her, what do I see? What do I see? I am so sorry. I really messed up. Wow. Okay, I really messed up, but how funny is this? Again, the reason that I love the tarot. I messed up. This is a new deck for me, so I'm still, you know, kind of learning what the different cards are. Everything I said to you about the Six of Pentacles, that was what was under the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so I already told you about that message. The balance, equal give and take. However, I did see that in this card as well. But this is the Seven of Pentacles. And it's funny, as I was talking about Six of Pentacles, that's what I was feeling. So let's get this straight. My apologies. Seven of Pentacles, that is reaping the harvest for the seeds you've sown. That is the hard work that you've put in, you are now getting the rewards for. This is, you know, your harvest time. This is the rewards. This is receiving, you know, everything from your investments, right? But she's not just invested into other things or other people. She's also invested into herself. That's what I get from this. And then, of course, what do you get? She invested into herself, right? Here she is, the Nine of Pentacles. She invested into herself. Male or female, doesn't matter, okay? Non-gender specific, you know, doesn't have to be male or female. It could be anybody, any gender, whatever you resonate with, okay? Like I said, just place, you know, yourself where you're supposed to be. But this person, she is self-sufficient. She's got luxury. She has everything. She's abundant, right? Everything except for like the relationship. But she has love in her life too. You know, it could be pets. That also could be what the owl is, right? Because she is luxurious. So maybe she has an owl as a pet. How cool would that be? So after your hard work and investment, you invested a lot here. You worked really hard, and now you're so happy because you've reaped the rewards. You've reaped the benefits. You are reaping what you sowed. You sowed good seeds. You have a plentiful harvest. And what does that bring you? That brings you the Nine of Pentacles, right? And what's needed now? Balance. Not just hard work. Not just hard work. You also need to learn how to live life, enjoy life, play, playfulness. You need to enjoy life. It cannot just be work. And the investment can't just be the hard work. The investment has to also be within you, or nurturing yourself, right? Nurturing yourself. Being grounded, right? I got that self-love out of here as well. Divine love, going within, connecting to the spirit, right? Balancing also not just, you know, hard work and play, but also balancing your spiritual self, right? Like I talk about this all the time with my clients, and you know, I will be on my other channel, but it's, you know, we have to nurture all parts of ourselves, right? So the mental, the emotional, the physical, and the spiritual. There has to be a balance between all of those for you to really be fulfilled and live a good life, right? Prioritization, balance, playfulness, okay? Connecting to spirit. Connecting to spirit, your spiritual self. I feel like that might have been it. I don't know if I even need to pull a card, but let's see. Messages of advice. Spirit messages of advice, please. All right. Okay. So the reason I kept shuffling the deck was because this card flew out. And I don't think that this is advice that Spirit is trying to tell you. I don't think Spirit's trying to say steal, be deceptive, right? Very sneaky, very deceptive. Clearly this man is like up to no good, right? Trying to steal those. He stole all those swords, and now he's trying to steal the other two. He's trying not to get caught. I believe this is the person that you were dealing with, or the situation that you were dealing with. Deceptive, lying, stealing, cheating, right? Nothing good. The devil. Devil energy. Okay? Here's Spirit's advice. High Priestess. Use your intuition. Go within. Wisdom. Wisdom from where? Wisdom from Spirit. Wisdom from within you. Okay? Intuition. That's connecting up above. Look at the wisdom that she has there. You have gained a lot of wisdom. There's that owl again. Wisdom. That's another message coming through loud and clear. Wisdom. Okay? Look, she's kind of sitting up in the clouds, right? Here's the clouds down here. She's like sitting up into the clouds. Or above the clouds. This up here, connecting to Spirit, right? So, sorry, she's up in the cloud, or she's above the clouds. She's connecting to Spirit there. Here's the light she's meditating, it looks like. She's gaining this, wisdom from a scroll. So that's like ancient, scriptures. Maybe it's going, like maybe you're a Christian. Maybe it's, reading the Bible. Maybe it's just learning new information, using your intuition. She also looks really just good with herself. There's the white light. There's the light inside of her. Notice the light going from the one hand to the other. Again, balancing all those parts of yourself, like I said. But she is connecting to the spiritual realm. That's why I was trying to talk about the clouds. She's connecting to the spiritual realm. Okay, she's up, connecting into the spiritual realm. So I believe that this is, going with yin, connecting to your intuition, strengthening that part of yourself, connecting to, the divine, the light, Spirit, nurturing that spiritual side of you. And yeah, and I believe that it is, through meditation, prayer, whatever it is that you use to do that, whatever it is that you use to get grounded. Okay? And then, by doing that, Queen of Wands. Confident, self-assured. I did say self-assured earlier. Confident, self-assured businesswoman. She knows who she is. She loves who she is. She nurtures herself. She's a leader. She's charismatic. People look at her. She's, not just beautiful. She's sexy. She's, feels good in her own skin. She's confident. Look at that smile. She's confident. She knows where she's headed. She knows what she wants. She also has that wand in her hand, right? That passionate new beginning. That's the Ace of Wands, the passionate new beginning, right? I want to read what this one is. I feel like this is important. So I don't know if you know about tarot, but those of you that know that every deck, there's some different meanings, not just the general, traditional meanings of each of the cards. So the Queen of Wands says, the self-assured queen radiates with energy and warmth. Her dragons serve not only as ornamentation, but they reflect her enthusiasm and vibrancy. She can handle any situation with grace. Go within to gain that strength and confidence that you need to deal with whatever it is that you're still dealing with. Okay? Connect to that inner self. And guess what that's going to lead you to? So this was at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Cups. Happiness, bliss, all your cups filled, love, right? Abundance, having love, family, abundance, joy, happiness, peace, all those things. So you had the Nine of Pentacles, which was great, and now the Ten of Cups. And what's going to take you into that Ten of Cups is going within, connecting to your inner self, connecting to Spirit, right? Using your intuition, meditating, nurturing yourself spiritually, emotionally, going within. and, you know, nurturing all those parts of you, having that balance, right? It's not just about the material world, it's also about the spiritual world, gaining all of that wisdom, you know, doing that as well as the other things to get you to a place of that confidence, to get you back to that confident person that you were before, whatever it was, you know, that Ten of Swords that did this, the devil, this deceptive person, whatever that was, okay? I know this is in the collective right now because a lot of readers are kind of sharing the same information. So in order for you to go from the Nine of Pentacles to having the rest of fulfillment, sorry, made another mistake. This isn't the 10 of Cups, this is the 9 of Cups. Okay, so 99 might mean something to you. This is the 9 of Cups. I'm like, why isn't there family here? That makes sense. This is the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment. So I talked about law of attraction, law of assumption. Go within. Manifest. Manifest what you want. Wish fulfillment is here. After you've gone within, okay? And you get back to that confident person that you were and that you are, that you're meant to be. The Ace of Wands, that passionate new beginning, right? Go within. That's Spirit's advice for you. And the Nine of Cups, right? That's wish fulfillment. That's happiness. That's getting everything. I know sometimes it talks about like arrogance a little bit, and actually, you know, the Queen of Wands, she can be a little arrogant, right? Maybe a little bit cocky, but that's okay. That's okay. I mean, after everything you've been through, I think a little bit of cockiness would be fine, right? Whoever this person was tried to break you down, but you got through it, right? That 10 of Swords, you got through it, and now you're trying to regain that balance in your life, the equilibrium. You were completely thrown off. Your life might have, I get the sense that your life was thrown around all over the place. You went through a lot and you worked really, really hard. You might have invested a lot of time and effort into this, you know, relationship or work or whatever it was as well. And now, you know, with the Seven of Pentacles, you're reaping that harvest. The harvest is coming in. The Nine of Pentacles. Go within. Connect with Spirit. You know, heal that heart chakra. Work on the heart chakra. Work on connecting to the divine light. Work on your spirituality, okay? Balance. Equal give and take, right? Not just everything for work, but working hard. You also need to balance, right? Get back to this, the Queen of Wands, all right? She also has a lot of fun. She's not just all about work, actually. And when you do all of that, guess what? Wishes are fulfilled. Your wishes will be fulfilled when you do this part of the work. Your wishes will be fulfilled. All right, my loves, I hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please like and share this video. If it wasn't, you know, then it wasn't your story, and you can just look at another YouTuber, you know, tarot reader that might have something for you. It could also be different placements that you have in your chart, but please like, share, and subscribe, you know, to my channel. Like and share this video, I mean, subscribe to my channel. I am so new at this, so I'm kind of stumbling. I know this was a really long reading, but I feel like it was needed and meant to be for somebody. So I hope that helps, and I love you all. Peace, love, and light to all of you. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.